In this video, you will see how to manage sound tech for improv shows with the Sound Show software. Heading to Namur for an improvised show. Namur. The Arsène Café and the Arsène Café basement. First step, preparing the entrance sounds for the actors. I set them into instruction, so I can trigger them just by pressing enter. I set them up with a crossfade, so that if a sound is already playing, it will be replaced by another. I add a drum roll sound for the end of the show, which will be useful later, you'll see. I save the instruction to avoid losing it, and I add it to my favorites. Little by little, everything comes together. I also add an instruction that will automatically start the timer, so I have an idea of where we are in the show. I prepare the waiting music for when the audience enters. To do this, I put them all in a playlist. And then I run sound tests to check the volume. Don't forget one thing, the audience absorbs the sound. Always turn it up a bit when the room is empty. Finally, it's time for the referee's briefing, where we learn which categories will be played. It's sometimes important to prepare sound in advance that will suit the categories. This time, nothing important. But it's always nice to hang out with friends. The audience arrives, so I start the playlist to keep them entertained. I put on upbeat music and gradually increase the volume to build atmosphere. And finally, it's time! We're ready to go! The stage manager give me the go! The show is about to start. I dim the lights and launch the entrance music.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez faire un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour accueillir votre maître de jeu de ce soir, l'incroyable Jay. Bonsoir public. Est-ce que tu vas bien ce soir? Okay.
What an amazing atmosphere!
Jusqu'au bout et encore dans les pièces derrière et encore jusque sur la meute.
Now, all I have to do is adjust the volume. Lower it when the game master speaks. Increase it when he's not talking. And thanks to the instruction I prepared earlier, launching the next sounds will be easy. Just enter to trigger the actor's entrance.
Les briscards. Les double C sous vos applaudissements. Est-ce que tu es prêt, public? Oui. Parfait, alors 4.
And finally, it's really starting.
S'il vous plaît.
And now the real works begin. Being attentive to the improvisation. Here the scene is tense between the two characters. So, I look for a sound. I have one called conflict. I preview it in my headset. It is perfect. So, I play it on stage. First, at a very low volume, and then I gradually increase it.
Michel, c'est le patron. Mais apparemment, c'est vous qui avez tapé le rapport, Sylvie.
What
Est-ce
tension.
que vous tapez des rapports pour licencier des camarades, Sylvie?
I'm attentive, adjusting the volume based on what's happening.
Changez mon prénom, s'il vous plaît, je vous prie. Mais inscrivez-vous. J'ai une idée, ok?
And then, the moment I was waiting for, a shift. Change of
Voilà,
emotion.
mais voilà, Julie.
Change of direction.
Tu m'appelles Julie.
I lower the conflict music
Deviner un prénom, Sylvie, c'est pas si loin.
and play a hopeful,
Voilà.
epic track.
Ça peut marcher.
Et Michel, par la même occasion, je t'ai nommé
nouveau patron de l'entreprise. Ça s'appellera à partir de maintenant une entre.
The next scene is going to be extremely technical. I've already started forest sounds, birds in the woods, as we're in a scene with Lumberjacks. And now I found an earthquake sound to simulate a tree falling, because I don't have a tree falling sound. I add it to my quick launch category, to have it always at hand. I see out of the corner of my eye that Manon might come on stage to play a princess. I pre-listen to the fanfare sound. It's good! I'm ready if she shows up. And she goes on stage! Guaranteed effect. It's a success. And finally, they decide to cut down the tree. My sound was ready, I play it. Bardam!
Cet arbre a été abattu. La communauté des castors vous remercie pour ce barrage.
And I felt that she was going to wrap up, so I played the fanfare, and it was perfect! It's a success!
Quoi qu'il en soit, je me parlerai à moi-même, comme je l'ai toujours fait, tout seul dans mes vaisseaux.
It is improvisation set in space.
Quand on se sent seul, on se parle à soi-même.
I play the sound that evokes space. And then, there are emotional shifts. But above all, I made a good use of my time to listen to sounds. So, when the moment came, I'm ready. This scene is interesting because it will feature many different music tracks.
Moi, je peux prendre l'ombrelle, hein, du coup, merci beaucoup. Il va falloir couper un peu plus large pour la robe.
Là pour venir voir le temple.
Ok.
Vous comprenez?
Ok.
Parce que votre impérialisme là, hein?
Ok.
Ça nous plaît pas beaucoup nous.
Oh,
C'est
quand même, déteste la violence. Vous pouvez y aller pour. Ok.
I'd like to point out a technical detail.
Merci.
I play a lot of sounds at once, but when I'm not using a sound, I set its volume to 0, but keep it looping. That way, if we return to that mood or emotion, I'm ready to jump back in quickly.
Je crois que c'était un piège.
Mais je suis l'élu.
Il y a que vous qui pouviez entrer.
Je m'agenouille à vos pieds. Déesse.
Et donc, vous avez voté la
And here is the drum roll sound!
Et les gagnants ou gagnantes de ce soir sont les Double C. Merci beaucoup à tous, je vous souhaite une très bonne soirée et à la prochaine.
And thank you for watching this video. That was how to manage sound with SoundShow. If you want more, check out my website. We also have a Discord server. Oh, and a Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And see you soon. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Sonora?